Hi guys, my name is Ben. I'm from the United States, and I'll be your teacher for this class today. Today's topic is discussing smartphone habits. And before we begin, I would like you to quickly introduce yourself. Please tell me your name and where you're from. Let's begin with Armando.
Yes, Chair. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, so just please tell me your name and where you're from.
Okay, my name is Armando. I'm from Ensenada, Baja California, Mexico.
You're Armando. And next,
Yes.
let's go to DM.
Sorry, I don't listen to you.
You can't hear me. You don't hear me. That's okay. Thank you, Armando. Next student, let's go to, I'll try to say it, Hyun Ti Hong Diem. Is that kind of right? Okay, Diem, I cannot hear you, so please turn on your microphone.
Unmute microphone, Diễm. Mở mic lên, Diễm ơi.
Okay, Diem, are you there? Okay, Diem, I can't hear you. So we'll go next to Trung. Tan Trung.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Hello, teacher and everyone. I'm from Vietnam. Now I live in Ho Chi Minh City. I work in logistics.
Okay, great. Thank you, Trung.
Yes.
And next, let's go to Sajirada.
Hello, I am Sajirada from Bangkok. I work for oil and gas company. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Sajirada. And let's see here. I think Alcione typed in. Okay, that's fine, Alcione. You can participate by chat. If you want, you can type in where you're from if you'd like. Okay, let's see here. And DM also typed in he only wants to listen. That's fine. Also, DM, you can just listen. If you would like, you also can type your answers in the chat, DM. Okay. All right, thank you guys for joining today. Again, the topic is discussing smartphone habits. So first today, we will talk about your favorite technology, and then we will read about one person's smartphone habits. And by the end of class today, you'll be able to talk about what you use your cell phone for and how often you use it. Okay? So let's first talk about your favorite technology. So we'll begin with Armando. Armando, what is your favorite technology? And it could be anything, the smartphone or GPS or the internet, driverless cars. What is your favorite technology?
I think we have a different app in my cell phone because it's necessary for my work. Yes, I check my emails, I check my GPS, WhatsApp. I use to Facebook, different apps I can use in my cell phone. It's great for me.
Okay, so you can use different apps on your cell phone. Do you have so apps are what is your favorite technology? Is it apps or the mobile phone, or what is it?
I think the apps. Yes.
Okay.
So for me, it's apps.
Okay, so apps are your favorite aspect or part of technology. Okay. And do you have a favorite app, Armando?
I used to the WhatsApp is the more common with the I touch with my families and friends.
Okay, so you use WhatsApp, let's say most often, maybe you use WhatsApp most often.
Yes, okay. I used to most often.
Okay, to keep in touch with friends and family.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
I keep in touch with my family and friends.
Great. Thank you, Armando. And next, let's go to Trung. Trung, what is your favorite technology?
Yes, I really love technology, and I spend a lot of time with technology. First, I interested in the smartphone, and next in the camera, and next I interested in the website and application.
Okay.
I also do now I learned how to do how to make a website, and I already have some application, but I don't do that. I pay money for some engineer make for me. Yes.
Okay. So you pay money to maybe a web designer.
Yes,
web
designer application make for me. Yes.
Okay. So your favorite technology, the first thing you said was a smartphone. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So do we say I interest? How do we say? I couldn't hear you clearly. Do we say I interest in or I am interested in? What is the correct way?
I interested in smartphone.
So it's most correct and most common to say I am. I am interested in something. Okay. So I am interested in smartphones, or I am interested in playing basketball.
Okay. I'll take the verb. Yes.
Interested here is not a verb. It's an adjective. So I am is the verb. I am interested in something.
I am interested in smartphone. Yes.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Trung. And let's next go to Sajirada. And Alcione and DM, if you want, you can write in the chat what your favorite technology is. Okay, Sajirada?
Okay, yeah. I am interested in smartphone, and most often my favorite is camera and GPS. GPS work using every day for check the traffic in Bangkok.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So your favorite maybe functionality of the
Functionality
smartphone
in smartphone, yeah.
is your favorite functionalities. I guess there are more too. Is GPS, and the other one was
camera.
The camera.
Yeah.
Camera. Okay. Camera and GPS. Okay. Got it. And so you use the GPS for what?
For check the direction and the traffic.
Okay.
The traffic. Yeah, because I drive every morning to the office.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So use it for check traffic or checking traffic?
Checking traffic. Good. Okay.
Good. So and we don't say traffics, it's just traffic. You can't count traffic. It's just like water. Water traffic, there are no waters, right? So for checking the traffic or checking traffic. Good.
Checking traffic. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Sajirada. All right. So great. Thank you all for your comments. So we've talked about your favorite technology, and it seems most people like smartphones. And okay. So let's go now and read about one person's smartphone habits. Let me share my screen. Okay, can you guys see this conversation here?
Yes.
Discussing smartphone habits. All right, great. So we'll have a few readers. We'll start with Armando. Armando, please read the first sentence here.
Okay, how often do you use your cell phone?
Thank you. Next paragraph, Trung.
Pretty much on the time. I use it for everything these days. I start first thing in the morning because it's my lock.
Okay, and last paragraph, Sajirada, please read.
And then I check my message and my email from work. When I'm on the bus, I surf the internet. Of course, I message people. I check in pretty much on the time. I just on my desk when I at work.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for reading. I'll give you some feedback in a moment. But first, let's talk. I want to talk about what they discussed. Okay. So let's see here. So Andy, he uses his cell phone for many things. Armando, please tell me one thing Andy uses his cell phone for.
The first time is when they are need an alarm clock. Yes.
Okay. Good. So he uses it for his alarm clock. Okay. Good. Thank you, Armando. And Trung, what else does he use his cell phone for?
He using smartphone for check message and email.
Okay. He using or he uses?
He uses.
Uses. Okay. He uses his smartphone for check or for checking messages?
For check.
Checking, right?
For checking.
Remember,
yes.
after words like for, after, over, under, from, to, we say ing verbs after prepositions, okay? So he
Yes.
uses it for checking messages, plural, okay? More than one. Thank you. What else does he use it for, Sajirada?
And he use this message to people, and yeah, check the internet. I thought I'm not understand stuff. What does it mean?
Okay, I'll tell you in a moment.
Thank you.
So he uses it. Could you say the sentence again about messaging people?
And he using messages to people.
Okay. He using messages to people. He using messages to people. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So he uses. I can't hear if you're saying use it or using, but so I'll type in the chat. He uses it.
Yes, that's yeah. Let me
uses
try.
it. Okay.
Use
To
this,
message. We say message people or message to people?
Message to people.
Okay. We don't say to people. You just message
Really?
people. Okay.
Okay.
He uses.
Uses
You said
message.
used. Okay. Right. Well, use is the past. Like he still does it, right? Even now. He did it before. He does it now. He does it in the future. If he does it often or in general, we just use the present. Uses. Okay. So he uses it to message people. Okay.
Okay.
Good. That's right, Sajirada. And you also said he uses it to. You say surf or surf the internet.
Yeah. Surf.
Surf. Good. And can you tell me, Armando, what does it mean to surf the internet?
Is there like to the why is search anything? Yes, in the red.
Yeah. So you search for things. Okay. That's one thing you can do. You search for things. Surfing the internet is just another word for spending time on the internet. Okay.
Yes.
So you search for things. You read the news. You just do spending time on the internet. You're surfing the internet. Okay.
That's great.
All right. Thank you. And let's see here, Trung. What else does he use his smartphone for? Anything else?
Yes.
Maybe that's all. Actually, I think we got everything. That's everything. Okay. Good job,
Yes.
guys. So we got all the things he mentioned. So Trung, how often does he use his cell phone? How often does Andy use his cell phone?
Is he using?
She or he?
He use smartphone pretty much all the time.
Oh, good. Okay. He uses his smartphone pretty much all the time. Good. Well, I think all the time you guys understand very clearly. Pretty much though. Pretty much. Does that mean Sajirada? Does it mean like beautiful?
No, it's many time.
Okay. We'll go to Sajirada. What does he mean? Pretty
Yeah.
much.
No, it's not that mean beautiful. It's just not normal. Many time, maybe whole days or every time when he can do it.
Okay. Every time you can do it. Okay. Okay. Do we say whole days or all day, by the way?
All days.
All day. Just all day, not all days. Just all day.
Okay. All day. Yeah.
All right. So it pretty much is. It's like almost, right? Pretty much all the time, almost all the time, or you can say more or less all the time. So it's similar to almost the expression pretty much. Okay. It does not mean beautiful.
Okay.
You're right.
No, teacher, one question. It's not a lot of, pretty much. It's almost.
It's like almost or more or less. In Spanish, you
more or
have
less.
the great phrase you say all the
Okay.
time, más o menos, right? So
Yes.
like more or less. Okay. More or less
Okay,
or
that's-
almost all the time. Okay.
Okay, that's great. Thanks.
Let's see here. And he says he uses it for everything these days. When he says these days, does he mean like this last week, or does he mean in general nowadays? In general, recently. Who's next? Armando, what does he mean?
I don't know the meaning, teacher. This day. I try to these days.
Okay. These days, it means like recently, right? So we're not talking about this week or last week, but in general, nowadays or recently, right? So does that make sense? It's not specifically this week, but more in general right now. Or
okay. Nice. It's like to every day. Yeah.
These days doesn't mean every day. It just means recently or nowadays, right?
Okay.
So it's at this time generally now, at this point in my life, I use it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other questions about this conversation? Questions? Okay.
For me, no, teacher.
No questions. All right. So he talked about what he uses his cell phone for and how often he uses it. Okay. I want to go back to Blue Jeans, and I want you to talk about what you use your cell phone for and how often you use it. Okay. So give me a moment to type the questions in the chat. Okay. So let's see here. All right, really quickly, before we continue that, I want to go back and read previous comments earlier in class. Alcione typed in that her favorite technology is also the smartphone, but I think the screen of the small device. You think what of the screen? Think the screen, maybe you think the screen is too small. I think the screen is too small. I prefer the notebook screen, but there are things that are only done by the smartphone. Okay, so I prefer the notebook screen, but there are things I can only do on my smartphone. Okay, that's better. There are things I can only do on my smartphone. Okay, or there are things that can only be done on my smartphone. One of the two. All right, so let's go to the final activity. And again, I think it was DM and Alcione, you can type into the chat if you'd like your answers. So first question, what do you use your cell phone for? Let's go to Armando. Armando, what do you use your cell phone for?
Okay, mostly is like to the Yes, for the wake up in the morning, I give I put it in the alarm my cell phone. Yes, and then all day I use it for me, but I need to stay in contact in touch with my friends and family for my work. Yes, I need check my emails and different kind check in my cell phone, search anything uh, about my work. Yes, I used to a lot of time.
Okay. I'm just writing some notes. Okay, so you said you stay in touch with your family for work. You mean you stay in touch with your family at work or for work?
No, my family and for work.
And for work.
Yes, and
Okay.
for my work. For my work, I use everything.
Okay, so I stay in touch with. I use my smartphone to stay in touch with my family and for work. Okay. Okay, I understand. Got it. All right. And then you said I put it in the alarm. So I put it in the alarm. Maybe you can say I turn on the alarm. I turn on the alarm on my phone.
Okay.
Right?
Or I turn on the alarm on my cell phone.
Okay, good. I turn on the alarm on my cell phone, or I use the alarm on my cell phone. Either is okay.
That's okay. Okay, guys. Thanks.
We don't put an alarm on. We turn it on, turn it off, or you just use it. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
And then you said I search anythings about my work. Can we say anythings, or is it only anything?
Anything.
Yeah, we never say anythings, right? It's never more than one. Okay. So anything. Okay. So I search anything about my work. Okay. Okay. So I search again with search. We often say for. Okay. So I search for. I would personally say I search for things for my work.
Okay.
I search for things for work is best. Okay, not about my work, but for work. So I search for things for work.
That's okay. This is short. Okay, thanks.
And you said that one other thing. You said I used to a lot of time on my phone. So I used to a lot of time. Is that correct?
I think so. This is correct.
What do you mean I used to? You use it a lot of time? Or use it often?
No, I used to a lot of time.
You use your mobile phone. So you're trying to say I use my smartphone a lot of time, right?
I use my cell phone a lot of time.
Right. So okay.
Okay then. Thanks.
It's better just to say I use it often. I use it often, or maybe I spend a lot of time on my phone. That's probably
that's
better.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So I use it often, or I spend a lot of time on my phone.
I spend a lot of time on my phone.
Perfect. Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And all right, great. Thank you. And let's next go to Trung. Trung, what do you use your cell phone for?
Yes. Now I have a sick phone.
A sick phone? What's that?
Total 6 number.
6 phones.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And you don't believe that? And
I believe it.
Because I love technology and I spend a lot of time with the smartphone
and money.
Yes, and I have 3 of a normal case and 3 in a third smartphone. It's a 3 of them is normal, not some smart. In the key, I bought it for a long time, but I'm like a luxury in I buy it about 10 years ago, but I'm still using them. Yes, and with the I usually to use my cell phone. First, I use it for my business. Every day, I checking my email a lot, and I using it for listening to music. Yes,
Okay.
and
right.
using for application in social media like Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp. Yes,
Okay.
I think I spend on my day with my smartphone a lot. I think about half of the day's time I spend with my smartphone.
Wow. Okay. So half of the time, half of your day you spend with your smartphone.
Yes.
Half of your day. Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you for sharing. So you have 6 phones. I think you just have. They're all cell phones, right? So you have like three like regular cell phones and 3 smartphones. You could
Yes,
say,
correct.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said I bought it for a long time. You say I bought it for a long time, or I bought it a long time ago.
Yes. I
Which
bought.
is correct?
I say I bought it for a long time. It's correct.
I bought it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Long time ago. So that's in the chat. And we say every day I checking or every day I check?
Every day I check.
Good, not checking, right? So every day I check this or that. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good. All right. Thank you. And last go to Sajirada. And I'm sorry, in my comment I wrote 2 eyes. It's only 1 eye. I bought it a long time ago. Sajirada, what about you? What do you use your cell phone for?
I use cell phones for using the application message people via Line application. In Thailand, almost famous to use it. Then I use that application instead of WhatsApp. And every day check email from business.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
it.
So you said in Thailand it's most famous to use Line.
Yeah.
Is it most famous or is it most common?
Most famous. I don't know. Famous.
Okay. So you could say I wouldn't say famous. You could say popular, right? So
Or popular. Yeah.
you could say Line is most popular in Thailand, but
okay.
people use Line most commonly, right? So they use Line most commonly in Thailand, or you could say Line is more popular or the most popular in Thailand.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Okay, Grace. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Sajirada. And how often do you use your cell phone?
Yeah, every day when I'm free, when I'm available. Yeah.
Okay.
After lunch or after meal.
Okay. Every day when I free or when I am free?
When I am free.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you, Sajirada. Thank you all for your comments.
Thank you.
Any questions for me about this class? Anybody? Questions?
No.
No questions.
No,
Anybody?
not.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So just to review, first we talked about your favorite technology. Then we read about one person's smartphone habits. And we discussed how often he uses it and what he uses it for. And then you told me what you use your cell phone for and how often you check it or use it. Okay. And Alcione typed in, I use to make calls. Again, we need to say use it. Okay, I use it to make calls, send messages, take pictures, and access the internet. Okay, great sentence, but remember we need to say I use something. I use my phone to make calls. These days I use, not used, I use a cell phone flashlight as well. Okay. All right. Thank you for typing in also, Alcione. All right. Thanks, guys, for your comments and for participating today. That's all for class. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
You
Yeah,
too. Bye
thank
bye.
and bye teacher and
Bye.
everyone.